Shadow in the Desert. For Chapter 3, we have again two boss stages, which is stage 5 and then stage 8. For stage 5, we will be encountering Shion Muramasa. I also remember having difficulties completing this stage, since when I was a beginner, my level is also low. Shion's attack is very high for this stage for new teams. So make sure, guys, always remember, level up your team. So let's see the stage achievement requirements for this stage. Okay. I forgot to discuss earlier, when the requirement for this stage, the challenge detail, is already color yellow, it means you have already completed that. Actually, you can go back to earlier stages to try to clear the requirements that you haven't had the chance to clear yet. So for this stage, I haven't completed 2 stars, which is use a wind weapon to break Shion Muramasa's parts, and then configure Fuma in your lineup. Unfortunately, I do not have Fuma for my team, so I cannot complete this requirement, but we will try to complete this requirement using a wind weapon to break Shion Muramasa's parts. Confirm. Okay, so since for this stage, I want to complete the requirement for Shion, for breaking Shion's Muramasa's parts with a wind weapon. I will use Kagura and Sarah to attack Shion more than with Ashanti and Sigurd, so that I can clear the requirement. You can do that, especially when you are in a manual mode. Okay, to see what I'm saying, let's do the battle. Okay. Okay. Since I told you earlier, I want to clear the requirement for using wind weapons to break Shion Muramasa's part. Let's position both Sarah and Kagura so that they can deal damage. Meanwhile, letting Ashanti and Sigurd be on only backup. Okay? Action. See? The level above. Since I only concentrated damage from Sarah and Kagura, they can now break the part. When this bar here above, the green bar above, gets depleted, you will successfully break her part and complete the requirement. So I will attack again using Sarah and reposition Kagura. She cannot deal damage for short range. I will reposition Sigurd again, so as a backup only, and we have no choice but to position Ashanti here. She will now deal damage because she's only a short range hero. But I think we can break the part even with only Sarah. Let's action. See? When you have completed, since I have now completed the requirement for the challenge, I can now go all out actually. I can position each character now to deal damage 100%. Also, you can click the star here on the right side of your screen to see that you have now completed the requirement. There is now a highlight of yellow for this star. It means you have completed. The only requirement now is for you to clear the stage itself. So that the achievement could be recorded. Okay? Let's continue. Everybody is positioned, and then we can end our turn. Okay, that's done. See now, we have now completed the challenge, and then the challenge is now recorded on your account. That is a victory. Oh, I now leveled up to level 7. Okay, let's proceed to the next boss stage for this chapter. This is stage 8, and we will now be dealing with another steel demon. Most of the beginners for WonderHero get stuck at this stage particular. Actually, I think personally I got stuck to this stage for about a week. I had to level up my team for a few days before I could clear the stage, since this enemy has very high HP and has stun capabilities, if I remember correctly. But since now my team is high level, we can clear this no problem. Let's see the stage achievement requirements. I have already completed the wind weapon to break Furisan Steel Demon's Forpo, and no more than 2 ally heroes are defeated. Okay, I've already completed those 2 requirements. Let's try to complete the third requirement, which is using a wind weapon to break the tail. Let's try it now. But I cannot complete the using an ice weapon and configure Angela Hunt in your lineup, since I don't have the necessary character to complete this requirement, unfortunately. So okay, let's try with the same technique earlier. I will let Kagura and Sarah attack the rear part of the steel demon. Okay, let's start. I think to clear that requirement, we have to position them very carefully so that they can attack the rear part of the enemy. Okay. I think I'll go with this position, this first move first. I need to get behind the enemy, but there's a good chance that I will defeat the enemy since I have a very high level team now, before I even have the chance to attack the rear, but let's try nevertheless. Okay, as you can see, the Steel Demon is level 15. And with just that first attack, I already drained more, almost half of his HP. So this is the tail. Sarah can now attack it, but Kagura cannot. So I think we will clear this stage before I even get the chance to clear the requirement. Let's see, just see what happens. Okay. Okay, they can now attack. They can now both attack the rear part. Okay. Unfortunately, if the enemy is within range of a character, even if you don't want them to attack, they will attack. So let's see if I can break the part before defeating the enemy. It was a very successful maneuver. So you can see I completed the requirement of breaking the part of the Steel Demon's tail using Wind Weapon. So you've seen how to clear the requirements even if your team is more powerful than the boss itself. You just have to maneuver carefully before you defeat the enemy boss. Okay? Sometimes you will be given 2 rewards for breaking 2 parts. So if I had a character which had an ice weapon and I also broke that part, I would be given 3 rewards for that.